And we back. Welcome to Ep.4 of the platform. I'm your host, Jaden Hope.
And I am Safian Lewis.
And we got a very special guest for y'all today. Please welcome my man, Cheff.
What's good, y'all?
Good. Let's get it started.
Yes. So, Cheff, tell us about your music journey and where did it all start?
To be honest, I want to say I started like 11, 12. It wasn't like no like, let me just wake up, do music. It was really on some like, back then I used to hoop. And I call him my old head, but my uncle Quake, he was big music boy. He from Philly and all that. So it was like middle of the summer. He was doing some type of party, John, and he stepped out. He had stepped out, but before he stepped out, he was on some like some trolling, like playing around, like, yo, hop on this, John, when you come back. You feel me? So I did that, like thinking, but when he came back, he was on some like he thought like I was playing, like I wasn't gonna do it. Did it, and since then that's when I really like start like doing music, but I haven't really started taking it serious since like I want to say like my senior year of high school, so like last year.
Okay. So was it a difficult process to find your sound?
Yeah, but no. Me, I like to say like music wise, it's like my way to cope, like how people go through like, cause me, I grew up like without my pops and all that, and I like rough environments and all that, so it was like I always like had like a music like touch, I would say, if I can use that. Like when I was younger, like I would always like write down like a lot of raps or whatever, like freestyle to my mom here and there, or like remix a lot of things, or like not like in the studio, or like it wouldn't be official, it'd just be to her. So that's it for real.
Would you say that being in the studio is kind of, I know you mentioned you use it to cope, so it's your escape from like the outside world and what's going on.
Yeah.
So what kind of goes into the process of making a song when, you know, do you make a song every time like you go through something, or is it just...
No, I wouldn't say necessary. I would say like 80%, yeah, because like I can't really like, unless like somebody asks me to do like some type of song or like remix something, or like they ask me to do some type of sound. It's more so like alright, if I'm going through something, like, or like I see what like my peers are going through. Like if my peers are going through something in a way, and like I'm like the voice for them, like I go in the stew, like say what I gotta say, and just that.
So what kind of music would you say you make? Paying music for the people?
I would say like I'm really growing towards like versatility. Like I would say like I could do anything, but like for like if you were to ask like my main thing, I would say like, yeah, pain, like love and things of that nature.
Okay. So what influences you to write pain music? I know that you said that you have like stuff that you go through and stuff, but as far as like your love music too, like what really inspires you to do all that? Yeah. Is it a specific person, specific situation?
Nah, I would say alright, I'm gonna start pain first. Pain is just like what I'm going through, like what I've seen in my lifetime, what I've been through in my lifetime, what my peers have been through, like things like that. The love side is just like me, like I'm a lover boy. So
right.
Like I like to make music for like females, or like people that go through like heartbreaks and things like that. And I like 2 years ago, I dropped like my first album called Sorry for Disturbance, and it was about like a heartbreak and everything I went through in that summer.
Okay.
So you mentioned that you're from Reading. What kind of... and the music there, how's the music like environment there? What kind of went into the whole... Basically, who is Cheff? You feel me?
Yeah.
Tell us who Cheff is.
So me, I would say like I'm just a calm, thorough young boy. But like if you want like a like real description, like music wise, like, and Reading is really like a mix of everything. Like no diss to Reading, so like my Reading peers when I see this, but it's really like a mini Philly. Like that's really what I would like to call it. It's like a...
You people just Philly lingo too.
Yeah, like we see it, right?
It's like a
thorough young boy.
Yeah, it's like a I would say like it's real, so like a mini Philly, but I didn't really get like in Reading when I lived there, because I'm originally from Pottsville, but like I say I'm from Reading because like majority of my life I grew up in Reading, like a lot of my years, my teenage years and stuff like that. So like the music didn't really come from Reading. Like when I was in Reading, I used to hoop a lot, but in Reading, like you just hear like a lot of Philly artists, but like for the most part you're hearing like a lot of Spanish music, like every corner store like you walk past, or like it's really like poppies and all that, like they just really playing all the Spanish music. But music wise, that really like I always had it, but I didn't really like start getting into like my music bag until I moved up here. Cause like
Okay.
I moved up here and like that's when I really stopped playing basketball. So it was like, all right, damn, like what do I want to do? Like music, basketball, and then I seen like um, it was like my freshman year of high school. I had like this one song or whatever that like I'm not gonna say blew up, but was like popping around the high school and all that. And that's what really like pushed it. Like everybody in the high school was like, yeah, you gotta keep going. Like this gotta be a thing.
Was it hard to kind of balance out trying to be the best hooper, but also trying to like be the best rapper that you could be as well? What kind of
When I moved up here 2018, so like my 8th grade year. Hooping wise before it was more so like yeah, like, but I didn't before I moved up here. I wasn't really like focused on music. Like back then, I was like really doing it for fun. Like really like all right, like I see my old head doing it. Like he's popping. Like let me get some buzz out of that. Like let me try to do something new. But like when I moved up here, that's when like basketball stopped for real. Like that's when I really started losing my love for it. Like I didn't really want to play no more. So like music was really just a push on it. Like all right, yeah, you're not doing that, so you might as well do this.
did the whole music thing and music mixed with basketball, did that influence the decision to come to Penn State?
Um, nah, really, with me being so young, I would say, and I wasn't really playing like school ball. I was playing a lot of AAU. So like, I moved up here. It was like my mom's like decision. Like the environment we was in, it was like, all right, cool. Like it was a bad environment. I kept getting in trouble a lot. So I was like suspended from the basketball team here and there. So then like my mom's move was she had a job up here. So she just moved up here.
Mm.
Okay. So do you feel like moving here to State College, it helped you connect with a lot of different people, like-minded as far as like artists?
Um, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, but compared when I first moved up here compared to now, I would say like these last 2 years, that's when I really started like going out connected with other people, like artist wise, Penn State.
When you first got to Penn State, how did you try to get your name on the map music wise?
Um, to be honest, it was more so like um, I kind of got my buzz through high school. It wasn't necessarily like Penn State. I didn't get my Penn State buzz to like 2022, late 2022. But I was more so like I was still in high school. That was my going into my senior year. But like when I first started like really like all right, let me like give music a try. It was mainly through high school, and then like I had this one song that was like popping back then. It was called "Running Around," and it got to my manager Richter's ear, and he's like the crazy DJ bull at Penn State. Everybody know him. So like me and him had a like little lunch meeting or whatever, and then since then he would just like push my music all through like any champ events or things like that Penn State, and like my senior year, no my junior year I did a show for Sofago, Travis Scott artist, and then after that that's when I really started getting like my buzz from Penn State.
Mm. Tell us about Richter,
Yes,
your
I was
manager,
gonna
your
ask.
mentor. Tell us how does
Um,
he keep pushing you?
Richter, that's my dog. Like I would say like I can't really give you a story of how I met him because like it was really like during quarantine. So it was just like a all right, cool. He heard this. I'm 14 at the time. He want to push me that. But Richter, he a cool, genuine dude. Like sometimes like it'll get to a point where like all right, like I gotta lock in. So he really believed me. Like I really like I would say like I was inconsistent like a lot, and it would happen very easily with like, a lot of stuff I was going through. So like I would be like heavy motivated and then get inconsistent. So him, he's just like, all right, I'm seeing everything he doing. Like, shout out to him. He just him and his team. I want to say his name Christian. They just got nominated for a Grammy and all that. Like seeing things like that, like him traveling a lot, him around like a lot of artists, him introducing me to a lot of big artists and stuff like that. He really like every time he come back from like church like that, he's really pushing me like, yeah, this got to be you. Like you got to work harder. Like you gotta do this, that, and the third. Someone's always working harder than you. So that's more so like that's Richter for you.
So talk about the importance of having that type of like team, like having that on your side and having that type of team help you throughout this life and just guide you and keep you on track. Like that's important compared to you being by yourself.
Me when I'm by myself, like I do try to self motivate myself, but it don't be enough. That's kind of one of the biggest reasons why I fell out of basketball is because like me when I was younger, like I wasn't more so like how I am now, like very much on top of myself. So like having like Richter or like my stepdad, my mom, Zay, Shy, and all them. It's more so like they just like always on my back. Like my best friend Jeff and all them. They all every time like it get to a point where like they see something or like I'm inconsistent. Best friend Jeff, Shy, like they hit me like, bro, you should be doing this. Like, why you not doing this? Like, you did all this just to not keep going.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your real name and how did you get Cheff? Yeah, how did we come up with Cheff? How did that become your rapper name?
My real name Darnell.
Okay.
I'm a junior, but Cheff, like, they don't be believing me like when I say it, but like I got it when I was younger playing basketball. That's really where I got it from.
Okay. And you just kept it.
Yeah, I just here and there like I do be like when I go big, like do I want to keep the name Cheff? But then it's like everybody like already called me as a nickname, so it's like I might as well.
I mean, I think it's cool. What made you add the extra F?
You gotta be different somehow.
Right?
Yeah. Before I changed it, it was Cheff Code. Then I'm like, that's too much, but I don't want my last name. And then like Cheff was just like, all right, you can't just do Cheff because you type in Cheff on YouTube or something like that. Like it's not me. It's like all these cooking videos and all that. So it's like I just added the extra F.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, I like that.
Who's your music artist like inspiration? Who's your favorite artist? I guess.
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
Oh, okay.
Did you try to? I don't know. Did you try to like, not imitate his sound, but like use his sound as a way to create your own? I guess.
Yeah, I would say heavy like. 100%, yeah. He's like my biggest influence music-wise, especially like with me doing a lot of pain music. Like, I definitely like look up to him.
Okay.
So would you consider him your dream feature?
Nah,
who your dream?
It's crazy.
Feature?
My dream feature, I have two. Party Next Door, and female-wise, I don't know. I might not be saying her name right, but it's Janae Aiko.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you like that cool vibe? You wanna glide on a song?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ladies Man, you heard it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nah, I feel that.
So with State College, we have a lot of different events and stuff, and I know that you did Dean's List. So talk about that a little bit.
Dean's List. I did it twice. I did it my junior year of high school and my senior year of high school. My junior year of high school, that's when I like really start. Alright, yeah, let me take music serious. And that was So Fago and them. Dean's List, it's like, it was crazy. For it being like my first ever, like, real concert, like, real, like, anything, like, performing-wise, it was just like I want to say a humbling and, like, most importantly, like, a blessed experience. Because it was like, I didn't go there and it wasn't like the crowd was dead or, like, they wasn't messing with me. I went there and, like, the energy was, like, through the roof. Everybody messed with me, like, I got my buzz out of that, but Dean's List is like it's just a great event in general.
So that was your first time on stage at Dean's List?
Not this past year. It was 2022. I want to say I think it was the second or third one. I don't know, because I remember they was doing Dean's List at the Yards before, and then they transferred it to like a.
Okay. Yeah. What was like the emotions like for that being your first time on stage? How'd you feel? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, with me in high school, like. Everybody like knew me like music wise, but like after I did that, like I say it all the time, it was just like for the rest of that year, my junior year and then high school, like I was like, you have your athletes in school, you have this that, but I was really like I was really the bull in school, but like performing wise, it was like me like I practiced OD, like I think weeks building up to it, like I'm in my room in the mirror like. I gotta do this, but then I go on stage and I got all these butterflies in my stomach, like, and like literally like 2 minutes before I perform, I'm on some like, yeah, something gonna happen, like I'm a trip fall or something. I get on stage and then it's like a whole different experience, like I'm just a whole different person.
Not gonna lie to you, I was at that Dean's List.
I was too.
You would have tripped it off
Yeah,
on the stage. Oh, you wouldn't have heard the end of that, bro. I tripped. Sorry for my language, but I tripped damn near like every show I did. I remember the show I did at NLE Choppa and Two Rare show in Reading my senior year, and going back onto the stage, like we threw water before that, and I literally tripped walking back on stage. Like every show I done tripped at is crazy.
It's okay.
So, how does it feel like being that young and getting to have those type of opportunities and get a lot of people don't even get to have those opportunities and stuff like so how did that feel?
First and foremost, I gotta thank God. Second, I gotta thank Richter. Like, without him, I wouldn't say majority of it's not possible. And with me being so young, like, during these times I was 16, 17, there's most definitely like an eye-opening experience because it's like with me starting so young, it's just like, damn, like imagine like if I really like put in like a lot of like go 100% with this, where I could be like
Right.
just humbling for real.
You said something about like how God has helped you a lot too. So your spirituality guides you a lot through your music as well, and just
Mhm.
throughout your life every day, right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
good. Yeah, same.
That's good.
Mm.
So, you know, the state college scene. How is it? How would you consider the state college rap scene? Like, is it where it needs to be? Could it use some more? Is it? How would you describe it?
If you want my honest take,
Mhm.
like I don't, unless like you someone I know, I don't really pay attention to it. Like I'm gonna be honest, like I really be like so like out of tune with everybody, especially because I don't go to Penn State, so it's like be so out of tune. But like for the artists that do it, I would say like it's really like where it's at, like everybody doing their thing.
That's good. So, is it any local artists that you would like to collab with?
Um, that I know of off my head, no, cause I already got a couple. To
Mhm.
be honest, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna spoil them away.
Ah,
But
okay.
like yeah,
Pending. Okay.
Mm. So,
So-
talk about some of the people that you did. Oh, sorry, Julian.
I give you one. My man Swerve, we got some, and then I got an album dropping sometime next year. I'm gonna get him on an album. Feast, I think I'm saying this. I always say his name wrong. Guala, D Wavy, Raiden. Um, they don't go to Penn State no more. With my guys, TRD, Wavy, Mark, J, and all them. Them.
Okay.
That's really it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what kind of goes into the creative process for you? Whether it's like, you know, a feature or just a single, or even, you know, when you're making an album, like how long does a typical album take?
Um, so far I only got one album in the vault, but the one album that I had that I dropped, sorry for disturbance, 2022. I can't make this up. I went through a heartbreak, so like that album got done in like literally 2 weeks.
Mm.
Wow.
But like if I'm really like now, so like back then it was more so like I was really like I wasn't really taking my time as much. It was though like whatever sounded good to me, that was the bottom line. But for now, like now looking into it, it's more so like all right, how can I make things look good for the fans, like for people that listen. So now I would say me actually taking my time, like a song, like I can get a song done like within an hour. Feature, I can get a feature done within an hour, but like an album, like I really gotta take my time with that. So I would say like a couple months.
Okay.
Okay. So, how many songs do you feel like you usually add on an album?
Um, sorry for disturbance had 10, but like my ideal album, I would say like 12.
Okay.
That's a good amount.
So, what was your favorite song on that last album you
Sorry for disturbance.
made? Mm-hmm.
Everybody tell me their favorite is the Lost Ones interlude, but my favorite on the album is I'm Not Ready.
Okay.
I'm not ready. Like, what was that song about? I didn't get to hear that one.
That song is really like the heartbreak song. Like that song really tells you like, all right, like it gives you the breakup, telling you like waiting on the girl, like
Okay,
yeah, like
I
the
get
whole
it.
heartbreak emotion.
I
yeah.
got the vision. I got the vision. Shout out to the girl.
Yeah, shout out to her for getting us that album out. Yeah. So, when are we supposed to be expecting this next album? Or are you not sure yet?
I don't got an ideal date, but I'm pushing towards February next year.
Okay.
Cause I really been like now, so compared to then, like I've really been on some like get back time. Cause this whole year is the last 2 years, like since I did the last Dean's List, I've been on some like get back time for me, like to better my mental health, like
Mm-hmm.
get better all around before like I really go full throttle into music. So like I would say like February for sure.
How hard is it to stay consistent with your music, or you know, just life in general? Like, how hard is it to stay consistent?
For me, I would say like it's literally like I can't make this up. Like the last 2 years, like I've been through a lot, like dealing with like deaths, people going like my closest being in jail, or like female problems, family problems. So it's been like I haven't been using sorry, my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I really haven't been using those like to push myself into music. Like you feel me? Like I say like I make music off of what I go through, but like these past 2 years, like everything I've been going through, like really hasn't been music, and I really like that. Really made me on some like, all right, I'm letting all this affect me, like pushing me away from my dream. Like let me rebuild myself. Let me um build myself as a character. So like when I go with me still being young now, let me like build. So like when I'm in the future, like I know how to handle these situations. So like
Okay.
I get what you're saying. And earlier you touched on like your mental health and stuff. So what was like besides music something that helped you get your mental health back right?
I would say growing closer towards God.
Right.
Me, I'm really like a firm believer in God. So like me taking like, I wouldn't say taking a year off because I was still dropping here and there, but like I really wasn't like as consistent. But like really me putting like my full faith in God and like letting Him work instead of, all right, cool, I see a situation, let me like see how I could work around it. No, it was more so like a, all right, I'm going through something. All right, let me pray about it. Let me do what I got to do, what God wants me to do, and then push towards what He wants me to do.
Yes, God is so good. He definitely will help guide you to where you need to be.
All the time.
Yes.
And how hard is it to like, push that message towards the fans? Like, how fans, I know me personally, like I get mad whenever my favorite artists don't drop, but you like never know what the artist is going through. So how hard is it to, get that message across to the fans?
I would say at first, like with my journey, like walking with God and all that, it was more so like a, damn, like if people won't look at me the same, or like, are fans gonna pull away, or like things like that. But I ain't gonna lie, like when I really start, like, all right, before it was like I don't want to post it on social media, like I don't want to show others like my journey with God and all that. But then it got to a point where it's like I can't, if I'm like 100% into God, like I can't be afraid, like nobody can judge me but Him. So it's like whatever, like I'm going through, whatever, like I can only be judged by Him. So then it got to a point where it was like, all right, let me start. I want to help. Like my main thing is I like to help people. So like let me like share these messages, and then I start getting a lot of love out of it. So it was more so like that's what really made me like comfortable and like continue to keep it pushing.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure. So soon, I know we're gonna listen to some music that you got. We have 2 different songs, and I think Jaden's gonna play them soon.
Soon being now?
Yeah.
Soon being now.
Alright. So this part will be cut, so it's a little break.
We got a video for this too. We shot the video like. I had my back against the ropes and the hope was feeling hope. I put my pain into the booth to tell the youth that they are chosen. Remember playing cops and robbed you and told and changed the plot. We had to go and change the drug. The block was hot when bro got shot. When 40 died, the family changed and yeah, that shit me a lot. And robbing I can't feel the pain. I see my boss turn to a lot. Shorty wants to lean, but ain't no queen, so she get Alexander. Dealers to the fiends and it be hard, cause you was right there with her. Money be the mother, but you go bro chasing hoes. I remember days when me and bro no shouldn't close. That man on my dick, remember praying, I just wanna do it. Sitting on my ass, telling myself like I won't do it again. They did me bad and now they sad, cause now I'm shitting on them. And they be mad and now they mad because I go and finger fuck the Nina, she get wetter than Katrina. I got a bad bitch named Aaliyah, sling the ratchet like Celine. I'm in my bag, they got me mad, they know I'm shitting for a reason. I got the cash, go spin a bag, 30 designer for the week. And how you going through the rain, but ain't got shit up on your rainbow. You got shot, now it's hard jumping like Django. Never chase a hoe up on that curb, that's a no-no. Walk you with the ice and turn my body into JoJo. Music's my therapy. When I'm talking to the mic, I know. And these voices in my head, they get to scaring me. I just pray, Lord, don't let it rain on me. Lord, don't let it rain on me. Lord, don't let it rain on me. Come take this pain off. Lord, don't let it rain on me. Yeah. Oh, Lord, don't let it rain on me. Lord, don't let it rain on me.
Okay. Yeah, I like this song a lot. This is one I picked first, yeah.
Shit right here, boy.
How you feel about that? How is that song, Safian?
I really liked it. It reminded me of like some pain, like he said, some dirt, some ride, and just vibing like
I feel that.
late night drive, Lincoln Drive type vibes.
Here you go.
Yeah, I live right off Lincoln Drive, so I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. So, who's your like dream artist to like open for?
Drake.
Okay, okay.
I'm not mad at that. I love Drake, yeah. He's definitely a big artist. We were talking about him earlier.
Yeah, Drake OD.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Drake song?
I don't think too many people know it. I got a couple, but I might not be saying it right, so I apologize. The Renaissance.
Okay.
I Get Lonely, and in the Bible with him, Dirk, and I forgot the other boy. I think his name Giveon or something like that.
I haven't heard that song. That's crazy.
So, what's Drake's best album? This is a very controversial like topic too. I've argued about people with it. Like I've argued with people.
What's the name of the second one? The John. What is it? Thank Me Later. I think that's his best John.
Okay.
I do too.
Or,
A lot of people say Take Care.
Or yeah, them like the.
I like Take Care,
Yeah.
but I'm not mad at either answer.
Right.
I can't lie.
Views is personally my favorite album ever, but it's not the best album.
That's
It's my
the-
favorite.
That's the one. What 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Hotline Bling. Yeah, that's a good album. Don't sleep on it.
I guess. I mean, man. But nah. Anyways, though, how's like the Penn State, scenery for you? If like you could be anywhere else, what place would you pick to pursue the music career? Of course.
You mean like in college terms? Or just in
Not
general?
just in college terms, like just any city in general. Like, what city do you feel like is the best way? Would be the best way for you to push music? Or maybe you think a small town like this is the best way.
I would say for real, like either New York or Atlanta.
Those are the top two I would thought of too. It's a
Yeah.
really big like music hub over there. You would move over there?
Nah. Me, I would move to New York City, yeah. But Atlanta, they get too like, it's too much down there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it's way too much down there.
So, what's your opinion on the industry? The music industry.
To be honest, like I don't got no set opinion. I feel like a lot of what's in the industry is biased, or so like a lot of artists that are like really like there. It's no shade or nothing. Like I feel like a lot of like artists like myself or like around like these areas and stuff like that should be like in their position. But it's more so like I don't got no set opinion. But besides like it's more so like biased.
I feel that.
Earlier we were talking about how social media has a big influence on the music industry today. Like, do you feel like you having TikTok or Instagram or anything, like promoting that, what does that look like for you? Like, do you have a big promotion?
I'm just now getting into it, to be honest. But I would say like yeah, if you like an artist and you really like got a popping song, you really like TikTok is really like the wave right now. Like all you gotta do is get like a little dance going or like pay one an influencer to use it as like a get ready with me or something like that. And you get it popping through that.
I feel that. Do you have any like dances that got created to any songs that you made?
Yeah, I got a couple, but it's more so like a big one was like I made during my senior year. It's called Chanel. It's like the Frank Ocean sample, and I just never like I had people like Funny Boy Quill reposted it and all that, but like I never like dropped it. And I had a couple like small TikTok influencers like create some dances to it, but I never like my mindset back then was more so like I just did an Emily Chopper show. I just did this show. Like I wasn't really focused on like dropping music or like caring. I just wanted to be like bull in school back then. That was like my big thing. But like yeah.
So what kind of do you think that's like a good way to push music and push songs by having if a song has a dance to it? Do you think?
For the most part, yeah. But I
was crazy.
I feel like it really depends on like the type of song for real. Like, but dancing wise, yeah, like it's like a great way because it's like dances are like I feel like I would say like, I don't know if I'm using it right, generational. Like you got the whip and they still popping, or like here and there. Like you got people from Philly, what they dance, like Jersey, Chicago, like
Go Safian, do the dance.
Shake the hips now.
it's like things like that. So like I would say yeah, like dancing plays like a big part of like promoting music and things like that.
Yeah, so earlier today, like, we were talking about, like, Latin music and stuff, too. Would you ever jump on, like, a Latin song, if you didn't already?
Latin, like Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I learned my ticket like Spanish class. I get on a Latin joint.
Okay. We would like to see that in the future.
I would.
Yeah.
Maybe right now if you can. No, I'm just playing. But you know, what's the? I don't know if I'm gonna phrase this the right way. What's the typical show for you? You know, like if you were going to do a show, like what would be your dream set or dream anything? How would the perfect show go for you?
Me, I wanna on my bucket list. Like I wanna sell out a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a big thing of mine. But set you mean like song wise or like people I would have there?
Both, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Song wise, I would say it would kind of be in the moment, but like I got one song that I probably would like carry with me throughout my whole career, and it's probably Find a Way, or this song I'm about to drop at the end of the month is an Envy Me sample called If You Know You Know, but artist wise, I got Lil Durk gotta open up. To give it like a mix, I would say like Janae. If I could have like 3 or 4 artists open up, it would be Durk. I gotta give it like a mix. So Party Next Door. I say Lotto, cause she got that one song, the Georgia Peach John, me and all the guys listen to, like that's that. And I would probably say like, depending on like where it's at, like I would probably have like an upcoming artist from that city or like from that state like open up.
And how important do you think like opportunities like that are for upcoming artists and for them to not take it for granted?
I'm gonna say like as I'm speaking to like artists. For me, I would say like I had like because of Richter, like I had a lot of opportunities like music wise to be like bigger, not in like a cocky way to like be bigger than where I'm at, but I would say like one thing that I wish I did when I had these opportunities that I would like give advice to like artists that have opportunities and stuff like that in the future, like don't take it for granted. Like my big thing was with me being in high school, like me being like not having the mindset I did now, like it was more so like when I did that, I'll take this for example. When I did the NLE show, like Richter's blueprint was alright, let's do this and we gonna drop and then we gonna keep like but my thing was, alright, nah, like it's my senior year, like I gotta ride this out, like I gotta be born to school, like this, that, and the third. So like when it's opportunities like that, I would say like drop, be consistent on social media, like if you do a big show, like regardless, like if it's big or local, like you're gonna have fans, like don't fall out with them fans and like just be on top of yourself, like know like what to do and know what not to do.
And what do you feel like? Do you feel like that opportunity, like for you starting so young and being able to, have a growth, like be able to grow not only as an artist but just as a person in general, when you're young, it's easy to get a big head and feel cocky and slack a little bit. So what do you feel like you learned in those moments?
For the future, like me talking to my future me, like I don't know why. I really don't know why I let it slip because like I don't know if it's just me, but like me as an artist, like when I'm around, like when I was around like bigger artists or like when Richter would bring me around like a lot of celebs and stuff like that, like I'm really like I wasn't like you have your normal person that's like meeting their dream celeb or something like that, like all hype. Like I'm really like I just sit there, like I go get a dap. Like they're like regular people to me. So that's why like in the past, like I really don't know like why I'm in like I would be like that, but then I'm in school like yeah I met this person, like gas myself and things like that. But future me, I would say like just stay consistent, stay like don't fall out with the don't let yourself get like big headed. Don't think you bigger than what you are in the moment. Instead, let it flow, let it be organic.
What's one song that, when people say the name Cheff, like, that you want everybody to know, like a song that just you want everybody to think about when you hear the name Cheff?
I would say from the pain side, I would say Find a Way. But like me as a like overall artist, I would say probably Rain on Me or If You Know You Know.
Okay.
So, out of everything that you've done so far, what was the most significant moment in your life, in your music career that really got you? Was it the NLE Chopper moment, or was it a different moment?
Being like I think my biggest thing would like really like to this like signing autographs and taking pictures with people. Like that was really like my like, damn, like if I keep going like, yeah, I say the NLE show because with that it was like literally after my set like I had all these little kids coming up to me, like grown people coming up to me, like asking, taking pictures, like signing autographs. Like it was that I would say that, yeah.
Okay. So for a future chef, when you're rich and famous, what would you tell yourself?
Keep going.
Right.
And those situations that you used that took you away from music or parted you away from your dreams, use that to keep you pushing.
Okay.
And always keep God first.
Right. Oh, that's right. All right.
We got another song to play. That Trippin' remix.
Ah.
Calm, you know I come through. Open your legs, let me run through. She let me into the sun, though. Don't know really cause I love you. My bad for tripping on you. My bad for tripping on you. In the club I get happy. She wanna fuck it, she know I got money. From the back of the ass go down me. Me and the guys in the city get lady. She know I'm famous, I'm selling the titty. All for the dress, she go crazy like Whitney. I'm bagging, I'm bad, I got power like 50. I'm done tripping. I ain't tripping on you. I was running around and I got me a view. She get your ass, I dumping on you. I'm a young nigga. Look out the Migo. She dumping, you feel like shaking the free. She be getting these when I pound like she D-Rose. Yo, just see when we free, cause we grown. I've been tripping, I've been sipping. I'm reminiscing about that time in the club. You know I'm different when I hit it. What's the Henny open, cause I'm tryna love. My bad for tripping on you. My bad for tripping on you. We take a trip out the country. She know I get lit, I get hungry. And I never gonna trip on the money. A young nigga with motion. Let me dive in your ocean. I'm from the city, you turn on moving. After the club, you know that I'm booging. I'm done tripping, I'm done tripping. I've been sipping that sun control. This feeling you've been giving. I'm reminiscing about that time in the club.
My bad, bitches.
Okay, I really like that song. That's a vibe. Have you like in the
Appreciate
club
you.
chilling? So, since we're wrapping it up, what is some advice that you'll have for a young artist that's coming out now?
Whatever, I'm gonna say this first, because a lot of, like, even though I believe in God and stuff like that, a lot of other people, like, try to, like, push it like you can only believe in Him. me, I'm not that type of like believer. So like whatever you believe in, put that first. Secondly, like just keep going, bro. Like me, when I was in high school, I say it a lot, but like I always told myself like after this, like I'm not chasing music no more. Like so if I don't get my pop now while I'm 17, just turning 18, now 19, like it's over. Like ain't no point. But then I look around me like a lot of people like don't really start buzzing till like their late 20s or even early 30s. So like keep going. Keep supportive and positive people around you. It don't matter if like they like far, not family, or like not your sibling or like that. Keep them in your life. And lastly, I would say like numbers wise, that numbers don't matter. Like I've been there. Everybody's been there when it was 0 or like 10 listeners. Keep going, bro. Like you gotta build somehow. Like your story like creates in a way. So like just let it resolve itself.
Yeah, I like how you keep mentioning God and, the importance of keeping good people around.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, Richter, your friends,
Yeah.
the people you've met here. What kind of goes into, being, I don't want to say, like, you're doing it for them, but, just what keeps you going in that sense? Like, outside of the motivation that you get from the people close to you.
It's a person, but I would really say like my mom. Like I really see my mom go through like a lot. Like just her. Like my main thing is like if I quit, like why did I quit? Like I don't witness my mom get beat on. Like a lot of stuff is like happening to my mom to a point where as if like if I stop, like I'm not doing it right. Like my main goal is like I gotta retire my mom. Like regardless, I gotta be there for my siblings. I gotta retire my mom. So it's like her. That's like my biggest, like, I gotta keep going.
Yeah, we gonna make sure. You gonna get that done, my boy.
Yes.
We gave you the platform.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for being here. We enjoyed
really
having
appreciated
you.
having you, bro.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
And we need the people to clap it up for Cheff and like this video real quick.
Yeah.
We signing up.
All right.